Red is my favorite just for so many reasons. Like, it was just a completely different experience. The songs I'm most excited to hear re-recorded. And hey, what is up everybody? It's Frassix here, and I just wanted to make this quick video just to talk about the fact that Taylor Swift just announced that she is gonna be re-recording and releasing the next album for Taylor's version for Red, and I'm just super excited. If you guys don't already know, Red is my favorite album from Taylor still. After all the albums that she's released in her career so far, Red is my favorite just for so many reasons. Like, it holds such a special place in my heart. I see it as her most vulnerable, sad kind of work, because essentially that album was born out of heartbreak and aching and crying and everything, and just pure raw emotion. And I can hear that through the sound of this album because I absolutely love it so much. I just love the aesthetic for the original Red album when it was released way back in 2012. And funny enough, I still didn't consider myself a Swiftie back in 2012, but I still bought the CD, the physical version, and I absolutely was just blown away by the production. But I didn't really get it, the hype for the album, until a few years ago when I actually had to, like, or didn't have to, but like I just re-listened to the entire album, and it was just everything that I would ever wanted. And I could not imagine myself, like, I didn't get why I skipped over it when it was first released. Maybe because I was still too young to appreciate those kind of thematic themes and those personal lyrics, because like back then I didn't really care about relationships, but you know, after going through a handful of relationships that ended in tragedy and heartbreak, I can definitely relate to the Red album so much more. And like I said, I got the physical version of the CD, and I also have the vinyl of Red just because I love this album so much. Like I've said, it's gotten me through tough times, definitely, and every time I listen to this album, it gets me so inspired, because I'm just like, this was, I guess, the first real time in Taylor's career where we could actually like see her like vulnerable side. Like, granted, yes, we got, you know, the debut, and then we got Fearless, and then we got Speak Now, and those had pretty emotional songs in those three albums, but I feel like in Red, it was just a completely different experience. It was definitely more, I guess, grounded, more one with nature, I guess. I don't know how else to explain it. It wasn't super bombastic. It wasn't over the top. I mean, sometimes it was, you know, like for performances for We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together and 22 and all those big songs that, you know, are popular from this album. Like, it's still pretty amazing, but I feel like those hidden gems that people probably would never have like listened to, or at least the general public would not have listened to, are, I guess, some of the most special songs, especially to me. Like she said in the post, she's gonna be releasing 30 songs on this re-recording, which gets me super excited, because I'm assuming, since the original deluxe version of Red had 22 songs, I'm assuming we're gonna get 8 extra songs, and I'm assuming at least we're gonna get Babe and Better Man, because those were supposed to be on Red, but of course they didn't make the cut, so they got transferred to Little Big Town and Sugarland, and those were re-recorded. I think there was like an interview or something where she was talking about like re-recordings, and then people were just like, and then she was like, people wanted her to re-record Better Man, and she was like, oh, that's a good idea and stuff. So I'm assuming that Better Man and Babe will be on this record, which I'm excited about, which that means it's gonna leave us with essentially 6 brand new songs, or not brand new, but like from the vault tracks for this album. And I guess that makes sense, because I'm assuming that she is still gonna, I don't know, she may or may not keep track number 20 on the deluxe version, which is Treacherous, the original demo recording, because I feel like you can't replicate a demo recording unless, like, I don't know, like, I feel like she probably could still do that, but I don't know if that's gonna be likely. So we're gonna get around 6 to 7 to maybe even 8 from the vault songs, maybe. I guess now I can just quickly talk about which songs I'm most excited to hear re-recorded. And I don't know, I feel like it's just the entire album as a whole. Like I said, each song is so specific in how I see it and how I perceive it and how it sounds, that I feel like I'm gonna be calling myself out right now that when I actually do my reaction to the re-recording in November, that I'm gonna be crying at least 87% of the entire video. So I apologize in advance. But yeah, I mean, like, I guess my top 3 songs from Red are All Too Well, Treacherous, and Holy Ground. So I guess those are the top 3 that I'm most excited to hear. And of course we're gonna get the 10-minute version of All Too Well, which I think that's gonna be one of the From the Vault tracks, because I personally think, or I hope that she does like re-record the original version of All Too Well, but then also add in the 10-minute version so we could definitely contrast the two. Because I feel like if she just releases the 10-minute version of All Too Well, like, I don't know, I feel like it wouldn't be as special as just having the original version, even though we've been begging for the 10-minute version for years, honestly. But I guess, I don't know, I just feel like I'm more excited just to hear the more intimate songs that she has on this album, because again, this album was born out of heartbreak. So I guess it's just really interesting just to hear what she will sound like when she, you know, re-records songs like, you know, like I Almost Do or Sad, Beautiful, Tragic. Like, those are like definitely like raw emotional songs. So I don't know, I hope that she puts so much emotion back into these re-recordings, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna do an amazing job, because if you guys couldn't already tell from Fearless, Taylor's version, she did an amazing job with those songs as well. The only gripe that I did have about the re-recording for Taylor's version for Fearless was that the From the Vault tracks definitely had some folklore-esque inspired sound to it. Like, if you were to hear like the demos to those songs originally, they sounded so much more country, and that's definitely what I liked. But then you go to the From the Vault tracks that were officially released, and it's definitely more, I guess, stripped back and like not really country, but it definitely reminds me of folklore / Evermore. But, and like, even though I love those albums and that era, I don't like how she is like trying to implement this aesthetic for essentially each and every album that she's going to be releasing from now on for the re-recorded versions. Like, that's something that I kind of am annoyed by, that she's still sticking with this like aesthetic version, which I guess it's fine. It's just, I don't know, I feel like, I hope that when she does do these From the Vault tracks, that she will try to stick true to the I guess the original, maybe demo versions of those songs, that whatever songs that she's going to be releasing. Regardless, I'm still going to be super excited for these songs, and I'm probably going to be crying, especially to like the From the Vault tracks. I feel like definitely if they're going to be hitting me in the feels, I will cry, and I'm excited to cry, not gonna lie, because that shows just how passionate I am about this album. Like I said, this album is my favorite from Taylor's, and I could not be more excited to hear this re-recording in 5 months, which I'm just like, what the heck? Like, 5 months ago from now was January, and I honestly don't know how I survived from January until now, but now we have to wait from now until November. So I'm just like, what the hell is, what? She's probably just gonna be releasing like 1 song or 2 songs before the release of the album. And I'm just like, what are we gonna do for like the next 5 months? But I'm pretty sure Taylor has something planned. She always has something planned, and I hope that she won't make us wait for any new announcements. So I guess we'll see. And that's pretty much it for me, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really did just enjoy talking to you guys about how excited I am for Red Taylor's version. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, all the usual things. Follow me on my social media accounts just to keep up with everything Taylor that I do and everything Red that happens, and just everything. Just comment down below or message me saying how hyped you are for the album. Are you excited as I am? Do you like the official cover that was shown for Red Taylor's version, or do you guys like the original the best? I personally like the original the best, just because I feel like it's just so classic and it's so iconic, with literally the shade and then the red lips and red, obviously. Like, this entire aesthetic I personally love, but I'm still super excited for Taylor's version. And until the next video, the Wonderful Unstoppable. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Boo.